Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Remix. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Noah.
Today we'll get a look at behind the scenes of the Oddfellows home.
We'll learn more about the Scholar Bowl.
And talk to Mr. Fela about Social Worker Week.
Your Weekly Remix starts now. But first, some announcements.
Incoming 9th through 12th grade students are invited to audition for the Liberty Sapphires. All students must have an updated physical on file with the school district in order to participate in the auditioning process. Students and parents are required to attend the tryout informational meeting. For more information, please contact Coach Maggie Willis or Coach Kristen Guest. The tryout informational meeting will be Monday, March 12th from 5:30 to 6 at the Liberty High School cafeteria.
Biology's annual cookie dough sale will be taking place now through March 9th. Tubs are $13 and pre-made are $15. Please see your favorite biology club member to place an order.
Incoming 9th through 12th grade students going to Liberty North are invited to audition for the Liberty North Golden Girls. All students must have an updated physical on file with the athletic department in order to participate. Students and parents are required to attend the tryout informational meeting on Wednesday, March 28th from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Important information and forms will be passed out during that time. For more information, please contact Coach Amy Shermer or visit their website.
Ninth grade junior high athletes and parents. The LHS Spring Sports Shuttle Bus information is now posted on Liberty High School's athletic homepage. You may also sign up for the LHS Blue Jay Buzz. This email notification allows parents of athletes to receive any changes in practice and/or game schedules due to weather.
International Club will host head chef Ryan Kelly on March 12th from 3:20 to 4:20 p.m. Mr. Kelly will teach us how to make creme brulee and talk about what it takes to be a chef. Please let your language or facts teacher know if you are coming so we can make sure we have enough materials.
The next meeting of the 2011-2012 LJH Breakfast Club will be today after school. The meeting will be in room 401 and will go until 4:30. And those are your announcements.
Please stand and join us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What's that weird guy's home?
You mean the Oddfellows home?
Right. What is it?
Well, I'm not sure. Let's take it over to Sam and Haley to find out.
The winery opened on January 6, 2011. The purpose of Belvoir Winery is to be an event space and to also be a winery. We do have a full bar too. So we have lots of different spaces you can rent for anniversaries, birthday parties, fundraisers, weddings, receptions. The year's been pretty busy ever since we opened. We've had 43 weddings last year alone in our first year, and already we have 32 booked for the upcoming year.
Belvoir Winery offers many features for its guests: a full ice cream bar with a deli, and different sorts of public events, including famous paranormal activity tours. For more info on hours and upcoming events, you can search belvoirwinery.com.
The building was built in 1900. It was originally built as a children's home, which is very similar to an orphanage. A children's home is different in the sense that half were orphans and half knew their parents and had a really good relationship with them, but the parents just couldn't afford to take care of them, so they sent them here and would visit whenever they could. So it started with this building and then it moved to the other buildings out here. So it was the orphanage, the nursing home, the retirement home, which they also called the old folks home, and then lastly the hospital. There have been lots of things that we can't explain. On the third floor, like I said, this used to be a children's home, so on the third floor we get a lot of kids running up and down the hallways, laughing, playing. Sometimes we hear like balls bouncing, that kind of thing. So it's very interesting. And then in the other buildings, they have a lot more activity. So lots of stuff going on out here that we pretty much can't explain, so we say it's haunted.
Paranormal investigators rank Belvoir Winery the second most haunted place in Missouri. Belvoir Winery offers year-round paranormal investigations for ages 16 and older. The investigations last from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. and cost $50 per person. The winery also hosts many other events for guests, and you can search these events at belvoirwinery.com. In the meantime, the staff at Belvoir Winery thanks its visitors and hopes that you will be one soon.
Then why don't you go get cookies from the biology club? Because
Biology Club is selling cookie dough. Talk to your favorite Biology Club member today to buy some.
So everyone's talking about this Scholar Bowl.
I'm not sure what it is, but I know they did great at the last competition.
That's great. Let's have Madison, Abby, and Gretchen give us more details about the Scholar Bowl.
Questions vary differently. There's math questions, sometimes there's science, or literature, or music, or sometimes there's pop culture, or even current events. And some of the questions could be like, who wrote in the fugal style in the late 1600s? And you could answer Bach. And a lot of times on the questions, they say one thing and they keep adding on to it. So if you guess it early enough, you can get more points than if you guess it later, because later you get more information.
We were the Liberty B team, and we got second place in the tournament, and Elliot's team, which was the A team, got third place.
my strong point in Scholar Bowl is geography.
I did literature. So the first question is addressed to everyone, and it's just sort of like a general Scholar Bowl question, and then the team that buzzes in first gets to get the first shot at the other questions.
And the team that answers the toss-up question gets bonus questions that they have a chance to answer before the other team.
The hardest question I've ever been asked was probably this really dumb math question. It's like, what's the square root of the geometric mean of some number? I was really confused. Well, I got first place in answering the most questions, and I got to pick out a medal and a quiz book. And the people on my team were Abby Hill, Shelby Warner, Ian Whitsitt, and Derek Mason.
Scholar Bowl's team goals include winning conference, districts, sectionals, and state, and also qualifying for nationals.
This year's Liberty Middle School production will be Seussical the Musical, which will be at the Liberty Community Center tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday at 7. Seussical is based on 15 Dr. Seuss classics, which follow the adventures of Horton the Elephant and the people of Whoville. The story also features many characters from other Dr. Seuss stories, including Ural the Turtle, the Grinch, Cindy Lou Who, Max the Dog, and the Cat in the Hat, who's the narrator. Tickets are $5. Come to the Liberty Community Center tonight, tomorrow, or Saturday at 7.
Beyond the sky, you called my name, and you set me free. One small voice in the universe, one true friend in the universe, who believes in me.
Hey Noah, have you talked to Mr. Phalo this week?
No, what's so great about this week?
Well, it's Social Worker Week.
Oh, let's take it over to Dylan and Olivia.
Okay, what a social worker does, it varies from elementary to secondary. The elementary people work a lot with the parents, where I work more with kids. I spend very little time talking with parents. I spend most of my time with kids. Elementary social workers will make sure the electricity is on, and if the parents need to go to an appointment for mental health or for a doctor, the social workers at elementary level will often do that for them to make sure they can get there. Where I don't do too much of that kind of stuff. My focus is more on the kids and what can I do to help those kids out. Obviously I run the Breakfast Club. I started the Breakfast Club back in the year 2000, and that's a big part of my day as well. I work at Liberty Junior High and Liberty Middle School. In the past I've worked at 5 different schools, but now they want me focusing just on Liberty Middle School and Liberty Junior High. And it's been great because I've been able to do more things at those schools than I did before in the past. So I'm really kind of able to dig in and do more stuff, where before I was just there one day and I left and I did my job, but that was about it. I get to do a lot more fun and creative stuff. One of the things I like about my job is the district allows me to be very creative. I just spent 40, 50 hours editing this film we're going to show today, and to all the 7th graders at Liberty Middle School, in hopes that we can get them to get along a little bit better than they have been in the past. And Breakfast Club allows me a lot of creativity to do things, and I get to meet a lot of great kids in Breakfast Club because my job basically is kids come in and tell me all their issues, their problems, and then we work together to try and solve them. That can be kind of draining if that's all you do all week long, is listen to problems. Where I don't view it as that. I see it as a chance to help kids get a better life, to improve their life, to make their life better. So I love my job because I get to do something that makes a difference. I come to school every day and I can make a difference in someone's life every day. Not too many people can say that, so that's one of the things I love about my job. I tend to be a real positive person. Like a person comes in and they're this. I always try and find some positive thread in there. It's like, yeah, but this is going on.
Mr. Fala's the best because he has awesome vests and he makes Breakfast Club fun and his beard's really cool. Breakfast Club is so much fun because Mr. Fala comes up with fun activities and other ways to make it more enjoyable for us. He's just the best social worker ever.
Mr. Falo's great because we can talk to him about anything, and he always has a new fun thing to do at Breakfast Club.
When he's here in the building, I mean, he's always willing to help everybody out, student, staff, whatever. He has a love for kids. It's just amazing. So that's a little bit about what he does, not just here, but at LMS and district-wide as well. So if Mr. Fala wasn't around, it would be very difficult to fill his shoes. But I would do my best to do it, but I know the counselors would pitch in as well. He's not replaceable. He's really not. So having said that,
Happy Social Worker Week, Mr. Fala.
This has been a Dylan and Olivia production.
Now back to the studio.
Welcome to your weekly sports report. I'm Madison.
And I'm Brady.
The Liberty North Eagles men's basketball team knew what it had to do to beat Grandview, but 2 times previously this year they couldn't do it. Luckily for the Eagles and their fans, the Eagles beat the Bulldogs when it mattered most on Saturday and will play in the Class 4 Final Four at Mizzou Arena. Senior Garrett Leo put in 19 points and continues to put the team on his back during the stretch run. Brinkley Jolly finished with 11 and hit some key baskets late, but no basket was bigger than junior Zach Starr's layup out of a timeout to stretch the lead to 51-48. North trailed 48-41 but finished the game on a 15-2 to make the final margin 56-50 over their conference rival. With the win, the Eagles moved to 23-6 on the year and will face Solden in the state semifinals on Friday, March 9th at 8:20 p.m. at Mizzou Arena.
Our program is thrilled with the opportunity and very appreciative of all the support along the way during this special season. We look forward to seeing you in Columbia. And that's your sports report. Now back to Jamie and Noah.
And that's your weekly remix.
Thanks for watching, and remember you can check out our other shows on our YouTube channel.